brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine and Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor. That you can't wait to comment on my mistakes and my blunders. Hey, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'm the most hated, but play I'm taking your date and your woman. Oh dang, your date is your woman. I trade her later if you want her. And she bring friction like Raiden and Blanca. Statements behaving like Saint Dangerous when drinking angry. The same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.
What going on? What going on, y'all? This your boy Hen checking in, man. Episode 86 to the Pull Out Game podcast, man. You already know the vibes, man. You know what's going on, man. Look, got some crazy jerseys today. You already know the vibe. You know what's going down. You ain't seen that yet. You still know what's going down, man. But look, you know I got to talk my stuff. But before I get into my stuff, I'm finna pull out the first jersey. You already know I ain't playing around. Hit him in the face with brass knuckles early on the episode, man. The episode 86. What you expect, man? But episode 86, like, woo. Yeah, man. Been putting that work in, man. 86. You know, the episodes be like hour plus long, hour 30 minutes, sometimes close to 2 hours, a little bit over an hour, 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Like, I'm giving you content, man. So I do the episode, man. I love doing it. And, you know, it be a grind, man, but at the end result be worth it, though. So that's why I love to do it, man. I always look at the end result, man. If you love what you do and you get tired from doing it, I always look at and envision the ending results, man. That's how, you know what I'm saying, you keep pushing. You know, ain't nothing like the end result. You're doing everything like you want it and it come out like you want it. And it's just a satisfying feeling, man. Like, to the podcast, like doing music. You know, that stuff I love doing. Like the ending result, how I want it to come out. And I'm a perfectionist trying to get it to the, you know, to the spot I want it in, to the place I want it to be in my head. I always start with your brain and I always start with your vision. And after you get it in your vision and get in your brain and you dedicate it, hungry for it, it usually come out. That cake usually baked the way you put it in the oven. You know what I'm saying? The way you envision making it, when you bring it out the oven, the cake usually taste how you want it to taste. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that vision. But yeah, man, I just love to do this, man. But look, episode 86, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing short of magical. We're gonna bring you what we're gonna bring you. So just, you know, sit tight in your seat. Pull Out Game podcast, here to stay. You already know what's going down. The jersey is forever here to stay. It's going down, man. It's the Pull Out Game, man. But look, man, we're going to talk our stuff, but let's get into the first jersey real quick, one time for your mind. The first jersey finna pull out is this dude right here, man. Stop playing with your boy, man. Well, I want to say this first, man. The dude, they slighted him, man. He don't get the credit he deserves. Thank God for the podcast of the Pull Out Game, man. We here to get the record straight, man, over the lives and career that they try to cover up. Or they, you know, they admired it at one point, and then when they retired, they're like they ain't know him no more. Nah, we bringing it back out. You know what I'm saying? We peeling the layers off. The jersey I'm finna pull out this dude right here, man. Ooh, number 44 for the Cincinnati Reds. Man, you know what? Got the American flag patch. That's on the jersey too. When y'all find out who it is, go look it up. This who this is. They got all this, man. These are authentics, man. This ain't no play, man. This ain't no, oh, look, mom, I got a jersey out the cereal box. No, man, ain't none of that. This the real deal. And we ain't talking about Holyfield, man. You know what I'm saying? But look, and on top of that too, y'all see, like I said, the dope big Cincinnati Red patch right there. Then y'all see the number 44. Then y'all see the flag above it. But look, man. With nothing, I don't know if y'all peeped out, but look, this ain't no any jersey. This is a World Series baseball jersey. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, look, man, the 1990 World Series baseball jersey. So whoever the jersey this is, they was in the 1990 World Series. And I ain't want to, you know, throw it out there, but them boys won too. You know what I'm saying? They won. I think they swept the Oakland A's. They swept them boys in the Oakland A's. Were the heavy favorites that year. They were the heavy favorites. But the Cincinnati Reds were the underdogs and took them boys out. But look, man. But who jersey is this? With all these patches and everything, the numbers and the logos and World Series, all this stuff. Who, you know what I'm saying? Flag and all that. Who jersey is this though? Who is this? Man. Okay, y'all see this right here, right? Okay. Turn on the back. Y'all give up, man. No other than that boy, Eric Davis. Eric Davis, man. Y'all ain't no baseball head. See, this the Pull Out Game podcast, man. It's gonna be some players on here y'all really, really know, like your LeBron James and your Michael Jordans and all those players like that. Much respect to them because they get love. Everybody get love the same way on this channel, man. All the jerseys appreciated, man. Y'all contribution was all needed and counted and represented and appreciated, man. But look, we talking about Eric Davis right now, man. Eric Davis played for the Cincinnati Reds, man. He was drafted in 1980, man. Yeah, that's it right here, man. We finna talk about him too, man. Yeah, let's get to Eric Davis. But look, man, I want to talk about something else before we talk about Eric Davis. Okay, man, look. I want to talk about Eric Davis. Let me see, bring a little closer. Eric Davis, you know what I'm saying? That's the bias, man. But look, Eric Davis, man, he a big contribution to baseball, man. Before we get into that, though, I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about that show called Pawn Stars. Y'all know that show Pawn Stars? You come on cable TV. It's no longer on air, and I'm glad. I can't stand that show. And the reason I can't stand that show because I found out a lot about that show. You got the host, Rick, and it's another dude, I think his son or some Corey, and this fat dude, he's like a airhead, but they put him on the show like he know everything, like he know a lot, but find out he didn't know nothing. His name Chun Li. Not Chun-Li from Street Fighters. Not Chunli like Chun-Li. It's Chumlee. Chun-Li. Right? And then they had appraisers that like that'll tell you how much your memorabilia was that you brought in. And then all of it was like a scam. Everything was a scam. See, I found out. Just say like for instance, somebody come in, right? Just say like somebody come in with an Eric Davis jersey, like the Eric Davis jersey that Eric Davis actually wore in a game, like a game worn jersey. And you know, they find out who he is, it might be autographed and everything. So this is how they do, they scam you, right? The person come in with the Eric Davis jersey, and just say the person got the jersey, got it autographed, and Eric Davis personally gave it to the person. And you know, this jersey worth a lot of money. So they'll ask the dude, how much you want for the jersey? You know, they might say, I want $15,000 for it, you know, or $20,000. Let's just say $20,000, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? A flat number, $20,000. And you know, the dude Rick, the fat head dude Rick, NBA Jam Code fat head Rick, can't stand none of them. They're like, okay, you want $20,000, right? Okay. They like, oh man, that's pretty steep, man. And they know deep down, man, you know, well, they don't really know, they get appraisers and people, like, they figure out, like, you know, how much it could cost and all that. But they know deep down, like, if everything legit, like the customer say it is, damn, it might be worth more than $20,000. A lot of the time that the people come in, they want like a certain amount. Just say like, actual signed Thriller Michael Jackson album cover or vinyl record cover, and Michael Jackson signed it himself, and they say they might want $30,000 for it. But a lot of them Pawn Star workers that work there, Rick and Fathead Rick and all them, his name ain't Fathead Rick, but he got a fat head. I just can't stand on him. But and his dad too worked there named Richard. They always be clowning on Chumlee, but how like he don't do no work. He an airhead. But anyway, you can have like an Eric Davis or Michael Jackson album cover, whatever, and Like I said, they might want 20,000, 30,000. But Rick and them boys know that what they asking for, it costs more than, it worth way more than that. It's just that the customer's not really familiar on how much to sell it for. So Rick, instead of, telling what it really is, I found out they end up having like a fake appraiser to come in and test how much valuable or how much authentic the product is. And come to find out that Pawn Stars were getting sued, and yeah, they were getting fined and all that stuff because them appraisers and people that had the autographs and they try to okay, this autograph right here is authentic because of this, because of that, and they tell reasons why it's authentic. The autograph, the Michael Jackson autograph or the Eric Davis, whoever, authentic. And come to find out, these appraisers and the people that detect real signatures, they were frauds. They had no classes, no training on how authentic or how to detect how authentic signatures and memorabilia and stuff was. Find out they were straight fraud. Somebody regular citizen probably knew more about appraisals and all that than they did. And come to find out they were straight frauds. And what Rick was doing, Rick was like, how much you want for it? The dude said, I want $20,000 for the Eric Davis jersey, right? And then come to find out, Rick was like, oh, okay, damn, that's pretty steep. Let me talk to my appraiser. Appraiser's one that detect how much the value, how much the value worth for the jersey. And he was like, let me go see what's going on. And then when he find out, he break it down and stuff. And then they always say a number lower than what they wanted. So if he wanted $20,000 for the jersey, and then then the appraiser come in, and they were frauds too, they didn't know nothing. They'll come in to see how there was a scam. They'll come in, they be like, well, this and that, and it's authentic this and that, and but this ain't this really, and that's good, and then they'll say, I say all together this is worth $15,000. Now mind you, he wanted $20,000. They always say the number lower because they pretty much heard how much they selling it for. I think they all got microphones and earpieces. They know what the person said, how much they want to sell it for. So they end up leaving off and did their little scamming job. Lowballed them already. Dude want $20,000. The appraiser says it's only worth $15,000. So Rick and the boy got to sell it for a profit. So they can't get it for how much that person wanted, or they came and buy it from the person how much the appraiser said it worth. So if it's $15,000, they got to make a profit too. So they probably try to buy it from the dude for like $10,000, $9,000. So the dude wanted $20,000. Now you already lowballed him $15,000, and he got to go lower than that since the appraiser said that's how much is only worth $15,000, which they didn't know nothing. That was part of their scheme to lowball it. Now Rick and the whole crew done hypnotized the customer in their head to be like, damn, they don't stop talking about $20,000, and then they be like, well, how about $11,000? Now it's already in their brain now to work in that medium of price ranges. Now, so that's how the Pawn Stars hypnotize people. They do that every time. They never give it to what they ask for. They always find a way to lowball. They use their appraiser and their signature specialist to lie to them, and they didn't know nothing. That's how they got sued, and they got off the air because of this. And so next thing you know, they, Rick and the boy now they down like 8,000, 6,000. Well, I can only give you 7,000. All right, man, how about 8,000? Now he went to 11,000. Now he went from 20,000 to 11,000. Now he at 8,000. And then they work out some medium like, well, 7,500. That's all I can go. Then he like, how about 7,700? Rick already know he don't want to scam. He already know he don't want. Now he's still trying to lowball and just It's house money now. You don't got what you wanted. Now you trying to see if you can just lowball a little more if you can. Then you know he might say like, I'll like give you 7,500. And now, you know, they went from 11,000 to 7,500. That's crazy. Now the dude like, okay, how about 7,700? And then, you know, Rick trying to make it seem like just such a hard deal. And he like, well, knowing he already done been beat the price easy, he don't really scammed them by like, you know, about shit. But I'm scammed by like $10,000. So a little bit over $10,000. So he trying to pretend like it's a hard thing to sell it for that much. Like, and he was like, you know what? That's a deal, man. I guess I'll do that. Knowing like he could have easily did 7,700. He could did 8, 9, 10,000 if he wanted, but he don't scam him. And you know the crazy thing about it, the 20,000 that the dude wanted, that memorabilia would be like 9 times out of 10. Well, shit, 10 times out of 10 be more than 20,000. So just say the product really in all worth like 30, 40,000. He bought it from dude for like $7,000, $7,700. Like that's how they lowball people. They've been doing folk like that for years. That's how they got sued and they got, you know, they got so many lawsuits, man, and they got so much bad reactions and bad publicity from that. They had to go off the air, man. Like, you know, the dad ended up dying and Rick had like 3 sons. One of them had overdosed, and it was just a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes too. But yeah, man, yeah, them boys caught it, man, and I just can't rock with that show, man, cause somebody like me that collect jerseys, you know, they sell all kind. People bring all kind of collections on the show, like guitars or Beatles or guitar case signed from Paul McCartney, or you know, it could be anything though, man. It could be anything, and they always lowball everybody like that. And you know, somebody that been a long time collector of jerseys and, you know, just a collection. A lot of people be collecting for years. Like, you know, I see somebody got lowball like a big Kobe Bryant collection. They got just straight lowball, just straight scammed. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy too. Dude want like $750,000 for his whole collection. Well, I thought it was more than that. Dude had everything autographed, and he even had the Kobe shoes where they were Iverson shoes. The question with the yellow tip Iversons that Kobe used to wear before he even got his like shoe deal. They had them autographed. They had all kinds of stuff autographed, different Kobe jersey, Kobe, you know what I'm saying, like games jackets and all that, man, like warm up jackets, everything. And instead of selling for like $750,000. I forgot we sold it for like $20,000. It was like real low ball. And it cost more than $750,000. That's just crazy though. But somebody that been collecting a long time, y'all do somebody like that, and I'm looking at that, and y'all been tricking and scamming people out their hard-earned collection so y'all can get a good profit and embarrassing them on live TV like that. Y'all some suckers. Can't rock with y'all, man. But anyway, man, I just want to speak on that. Pawn Star, I'm glad y'all off the air. Y'all trash. Can't stand y'all for that, man. Y'all whack, man. You know what I'm saying? And what it is, though, man, you know, I would never sell my collection, especially to some suckers like that. But it's what it is, though, man. You know, some people need money at the time, fast money, and that's what happened. But look, man, let's get to the jersey at hand. Eric Davis, man. He was born in California, man. He a California baby, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to say L.A. He from L.A. His best friend he grew up with Darryl Strawberry. That's like his dude. And I don't know if y'all remember the video Deion Sanders had, Must Be the Money. Must be the money. Yeah, man. You know, he won that. He won the Super Bowl in 95. Yeah, 94-95 season. And he dropped the video like a couple days or a week after the Super Bowl. And if y'all remember that video, it had like his whole little crew in there. He had I think Andre Rison was in there. You know, they had, you know, Deion and Andre Rison got to a fight, but they came back cool. Andre Rison was in there. Darryl Strawberry. Eric Davis. Like, yeah, he had a crew, man, that he used to hang with, man. All them was in the video, man. Like, Eric Davis was cool with Dion, Daryl Strawberry, Andre Rison. That was a little clique, man, that he was rocking with, man. So, Eric Davis was known, man, back in the days, man. You know what I'm saying? He was drafted in 1980. And between 1981 and 1983, 81, 82, 83, you know, he was like, he put the world on notice, man. Like 48 home runs and, you know what I'm saying, like so many stolen bases, like over 100 some stolen bases. Like, dude was like cooking, man. And, you know, he had a career, 17-year career, man. And batting average was 269, and he hit 282 home runs. He had a total of 349 stolen bases, man. So, yeah, man, dude did his thing, man. Eric Davis, he one of them people, man. It was a white lady. She took over the team. She was an old lady. Her name was Marge Schott. And at the time, Eric Davis was like the highest paid player in the whole state of Ohio. He's from Cincinnati. But y'all don't know y'all history of social studies. You know what I'm saying? Cincinnati is in Ohio. But he won the highest paid. And Marge Schott said like a real racist comment talking about we own the team with two of the highest paid niggas. No, matter of fact, she said two of the highest paid millionaire niggas. Yeah, and then that was like a big controversy, and she ended up getting big trouble. I think, you know, she got kicked off the organization for that. She was forced to sell the organization. Or not sell the organization. She was forced to leave the organization. And, you know, she sold it to somebody. They kept Cincinnati Reds. But, yeah, man, she was saying like a lot of stuff that she ain't supposed to be saying. And she fired some of the scouts for the Cincinnati Reds. And the reason she fired them, because she said they got to go because all they do is sit and watch baseball games. All they do is sit and watch baseball games. That's their job. That's how they're scouts. They're paid to watch people play to see how good they are to come to your team. What are you talking about? Like, you can tell right there, she was a real old lady. She was down there older than the Golden Girls. And it just didn't work, man. It just didn't work. But Eric Davis, like I said, man, he ended up having a great career, man. And one thing I don't like about this whole Eric Davis situation is, this is what I don't like about it, man. That man did not make the Hall of Fame, man. He did not make the Hall of Fame. That's crazy. And then, you know, his performance, he earned 2 All-Star selections, 3 Gold Glove Awards, and 2 Silver Slugger Awards. I mean, it's nothing, you know what I'm saying, he couldn't do on the field. I just didn't understand why they not put him in the Hall of Fame. But you know what? I know why they didn't put him in the Hall of Fame. And not saying I agree with what I'm finna say, but I kind of get why they didn't, though. But the simple fact, y'all don't know about Eric Davis. Eric Davis had a lot of injuries, man. He always was injury prone. You know, it kept him out the lineup a lot. So it kind of shorted or derailed his career to a shorter term in his career of playing. So that would really hurt Eric Davis, that he didn't get a lot of playing time. You know, he had like I said, 282 home runs. Eric Davis was a hitter, man. He would have had more than that, but like I said, man, a lot of his career was cut short because of injuries. So because of that, that hurt his case for the Hall of Fame. But he's in the Pull Out Game Podcast Hall of Fame, though, man. Y'all stop playing with my boy, man. Shout out to Eric Davis. I would never take the jersey to Pawn Stars. It's a real authentic, all-stick, everything Eric Davis. You know what I'm saying? Pawn Stars is trash, man. I can't stand. I'm so sick. I used to like to watch that show when I found out the real deal. There's a lot of people I thought was like A-OK, man. Then you do the background research, how they was, like Pawn Stars and, you know what I'm saying, Bob Barker from Price is Right. A lot of these people you like watch for years growing up. And then when you find out the truth, you're like, what the hell? Like, you know, it just go left field. It's nothing like who you thought they was. So, yeah, man, I thought that was crazy work, man. But look, what we finna do? Finna show the Eric Davis jersey again. You know, Eric Davis with the truth. Played 17 seasons, man. So, shout out to Eric Davis, man. Yeah, man. Eric Davis, man. All-state everything, man. What y'all think about this, man? Y'all feeling this? Eric Davis, man. Y'all look at Eric Davis, man. I'm putting y'all on some game, man. Like, do y'all homework. This Eric Davis, dude. Come on, man. Eric Davis, man. Yeah. Eric Davis, all-state everything, man. Eric Davis, man. I'll tell you, man. Thank God for somebody like me. I'm a real baseball head, real football head, real basketball head. If you know, I ain't forgot you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I ain't forgot you, man. Eric Davis. I grew up watching this guy, man. I don't forget none of my boys, man. I grew up watching these guys, man. The guys like superheroes, man. Come on, man. Just like I say, Ice Cube, Redman, Outkast, Wu-Tang, Big, Pop, Jay, Nas, UGK, all these boys, man. Like, all on, man. 8Ball, MJG. I mean, everybody, man. Boot Camp Click, DMX. Everybody, man. Like, everybody, man. Like, Dr. Dre. Like, the whole NWA. Like, them. Everybody, man. Raz Kaz. I'm talking, I can go on for days, man. The Fugees. Everybody, man. These like superheroes. And I look the same way with these athletes. I grew up watching these boys like, man, these boys got skills, man. These boys got skills. And I'm glad I got this jersey collection where I can show what these players were capable of, man. Because they was not no joke, man. They had elite skills, man. They weren't average, man. These folks were different with this, man. They were different. So I'm glad I could showcase the Eric Davis jersey, man. For real. Yeah, man. Like I said, this Eric Davis all-state everything, man. I'm glad I could pull this jersey out. Iconic. One-of-a-kind player. Don't get enough credit. I just ran down the number what he did. The dude was a speed demon. He had this like, it was a basic stand, but it was a not your everyday stand. He just held the bat like right in front of his face, like downward, like this. It was like, I don't know, just like. But yeah, man, he was just different though, man. And like I said, that Dale Strawberry homeboy, like right hand homeboy, growing up, like they grew up together. So I put out some Dale Strawberry jerseys too. Stay tuned. I know I pulled out the Mets Dale Strawberry. I can't remember if I pulled out the LA Dodgers Dale Strawberry. I got to go back, check the footage, the notes. There's so many jerseys being on here. Sometimes you kind of forget, you know, a jersey here and there. Did you bring it out, pull it out? You might know you pulled that play out, but you can't remember did you pull which team out. So, yeah, man. You know, I got to go look at the footage, man. But, yeah. This Eric Davis, all-state everything, man, played for them Cincinnati Reds. This man need to be in the Hall of Fame, man. Put Eric Davis in the Hall of Fame no matter what injuries he had. Put him in there. And y'all get back with your boy, man. Yeah, man, I'm co-signing for all these boys, man. I'm the captain to lead this ship to get these boys in the Hall of Fame. They ain't in there. And the ones that's already in there, that's been on the pull-out game, salute y'all too, man. But yeah, man, this Eric Davis all-state everything. And y'all stay tuned for segment 2. And I'm up out of here, man. Hold the thing down, man.
My brain is exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine or Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What's going on? What it do, y'all? You know what's going on. This segment 2. I'm back as promised. Episode 86. I can't believe, man. We on episode 86. Can y'all believe it? 86? A lot of people didn't think this podcast was going to get past 15 episodes. They like, oh, He gonna run out of jerseys. What else he gonna talk about? He ain't got them many jerseys. What are you gonna talk? Man, I'm telling you, the jersey game is not a game. And nowhere near done. We're not even planning on ever being done. Like y'all, get in your head right now. The Pull Out Game podcast is not going nowhere. It's not. So, y'all done went to 15 episodes. Oh, he might go 15. Kept going. He might go to 25. Kept going. He can't go no pay about 39 or 40. Past that. You know what I'm saying? Man, I give him 50 episodes. That's it. Wrap it up. Get the U-Haul truck. Pack it up. Like, it's a wrap. Way past that. Man, we ain't planning on stopping, man. So, yeah, man, ain't no red lights here, man. Ain't no red lights here. We don't believe in red lights, man. So, yeah, man, but like I said, I appreciate everybody subscribing, believing in your boy, knowing and really believing it's finna be a lot more episodes and not even thinking about the Pull Out Game finna stop. Y'all just focus and loving on tuning in and enjoying the content. And I appreciate that. Man, so I can't believe episode 86. I can't believe it, man. I just can't. But I appreciate y'all, man. For real. Rocking with your boy, man. The comments be crazy. It's off the chain. I'm loving y'all, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all, man. Let me talk about something if I pull out the next jersey, though. Let me speak on something real quick. You know, Young Miami got that song called Spin That. Spin That. Shh. Spin That. You know, she got the Spin That song. It's popular. And, you know, a lot of people saying, you know, like, church goer Christians and Baptists, and a lot of people, you know, religious people, you know what I'm saying? I believe in God 100%, all the way, God, G-O-D, forever, for life. But I just want to be fair about this, though. A lot of people saying, you know, cause the Young Miami song do got a bad message. And that's not the type of hip-hop I listen to. You know, you notice the people that I brought up earlier, like Outkast and Nas and the Fugees, Wu-Tang, Big and Pac, you know, Redman, you know, people like that. So, you know the type of music I listen to. You know, shout out to UGK, rest in peace, Pimp C, all that. Like, I grew up listening to that type of music. You know, that rapping. So, you know, that music right there, I really can't really get behind like that. But at the end of the day, though, you know, but a lot of people get on her, too, because they saying, like, you know, she talking about scamming. Well, my boosters and my scammers at getting that money fast. 20, 50, 100 cash, you know, like that. Spin it, you know. So, basically, a lot of people hearing the lyrics and realizing that Young Miami is, like, celebrating and promoting, like, people scamming, boosting, you know, stealing and robbing type stuff. Like, they're promoting that in the song. But, you know, a lot of people, they hear that, but they got dances on TikTok and Instagram and all these places. They really like the vibe of the song. They're really not celebrating the scamming part, right? So, a lot of people like, man, Young Miami giving a bad message. And look, like I said, I ain't condoning the message at all. Because, like I said, y'all know the type of music I listen to. Like I said, I listen to real hip-hop type of music. But at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people getting on Young Miami. You know, she got a little hit song. She just trying to make a hit, be honest, man. But, you know, a lot of people saying, you know, that's bad that a song got that big and it's promoting, like, boosting and scamming and stealing and all that. So, you know, boosting, that's stealing and all that. You know, promoting all that type of stuff. And, you know, that's like the type of stuff that the devil is into, is what they saying. Like, that's bad for the community. That's type of stuff that the devil will promote, right? Okay. But let's be fair with it. You got rock and roll artists that take it a step further and get straight to the point. They don't rap about, they don't sing about or rock and roll or however you categorize the music. They don't promote their artistry when they singing about the stuff that the devil would like. They get straight to it and say that they love the devil. So it's like, but they don't get condemned for nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? They more straight to the point. You know, Young Miami might do something where people would say that would be like a devil activity, or bad worshiping, negative situation that she promoting, but something that the devil would partake in. But rock and roll artists, they go past that and say, I don't do nothing that the devil partake in. I worship the devil. Like, I love the devil. I mean, not all rock and roll artists do that, but a lot of them do. And they don't never get criticized for it. They don't never get condemned for bad messages. And then you got another genre of music, country music, right? I know you probably think, how country music bad? But let's be real with it. Y'all listen to lyrics. Man. One of my first rap name is Catchwords. Like, I listen to words. I catch stuff. I listen to it. So, that's my alias name, not Catchwords, but, with my music. But, the thing is, when you hear country music always talk about they went through a rough relationship and how they feel bad, how they just be drinking all day, all night. I'm drinking all day. They really encouraging, telling people like, hey, when you break up somebody, just drink all day, all night. Just keep drinking. Oh, don't put the bottle down. Keep on drinking. Keep drinking. What, you done? No, man. Don't forget, you just broke up with old girl. Keep drinking. This day 68. Keep drinking. Don't stop. Keep on drinking. So they getting that out to the people and kids, and that I'm just gonna drink my life away. I'm just gonna drink. Oh, another drink, another shot, another sip. But my point is, the rock and roll with the worshiping the devil, the country genre tell you to drink all day, all night, all morning, evening, daylight saving time, Pacific Standard Time, and any time of the day, just drink. Drink. What you put in don't put the glass down, drink. So they never get condemned for nothing. But Young Miami come out with a song, oh, that's bad. She shouldn't do that bad for community. It's just a little. I'll tell you like this, man. Every genre like that got their vices. Like rock and roll, country, and hip hop is like three of the most known or recognized genres of music. And all three of them got their vices. Rock and roll, talk about the devil and talk about they don't care. They, kill this, devil this, worship this, skulls, and all that type of stuff. And then you got country singers talking about drinking all day and wilding your sorrow with being drunk. From having bad experiences like that. So all that go on, and they never get condemned for it. They never do. But when Young Miami say something like that, it get like criticized and it just like bad all over. And I get it, it's not the most best thing to talk about. I get it, it is a bad message for the community. I get it. But at the end of the day, though, man, we got to learn to separate music from real life, man. We got to learn to do that, man, because obviously rock and roll fans and country fans, they separate it. They don't condemn country singer talking about, man, they always talking about drinking when they break up with somebody. Man, rock and roll artists always talking about the devil. They just enjoying the music. So why we got to pinpoint every little thing, though, man? Like, so that's what I'm saying, though. Like, Young Miami, they ain't my really type of music. But I ain't gonna lie, the song is a catchy little song, and it's just a song, man. It's just a song. And, we do need more positive music out there. But at the end of the day, man, we just got to separate real life from the music. We got to separate real life from the internet. We got to separate this stuff, and real life is always going to be real life. The internet is always going to be the internet. The music is always going to be the music. I mean, don't get me wrong. The music, though, can, you can rap about real life in your music. So that can, coexist together. But, at the end of the day, sometimes you're just making hits. You just want to get your music out there. And, you feel that was right or best for you at the time. So we just got to separate that, man. That's all I'm saying, man. But look, we finna get into some stuff, man. Some real life stuff, man, right now. I'm going to pull out the Nick jersey. I should have been pulled it out. I just want to speak on that real quick. My point is, though, y'all condemn Young Miami about her song, but y'all don't condemn like the devil worshipers that do rock and roll and and the alcoholic drinking all day, all night country singers. Y'all don't get on them at all. But soon as a hip hop or rap person say anything, it always be this and that. And I don't think that's right. I don't think that's cool, man. So yeah, they gotta stop that, and they gotta come on, man. Y'all gotta separate stuff, man, and quit every little thing nitpicking the urban community on stuff, man. We just making music like everybody else, man. So Young Miami came out with a hit song. They ain't my type of music, but it's a hit song. She did a thing, and I just don't like how everybody condemning and bashing her for like, boosting this and that. It's just a song, man. It's just like a little song. I mean, if you got good common sense, cause at the end of the day, if somebody gonna be boosting and stealing and scamming, they gonna do that anyway. They don't need a song to do that. They like the song cause it make them feel good. I see people dancing to it. I don't see nobody stealing to it. People dancing to it on the internet. So if people gonna boost and scam and steal, they gonna do that anyway. It ain't got nothing to do with no Young Miami. So let's stop that, man. But anyway, let's speak on real life. Get to the next jersey. The next jersey I'm finna pull out is this dude. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I should have been pulled this jersey out. This episode 86. And I'm just now pulling this jersey out. And all y'all that big sports heads, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna agree with me too. Y'all I'm like, damn, you just not pulling that out? But let's get to it, man. I feel bad already enough that it's episode 86 and I'm just pulling this jersey out, man. And I've been thinking about this for a while too. Like, man, I gotta pull this jersey out as soon as I can. What better time than now? The jersey I'm finna pull out, this dude right here, man. San Francisco 49ers, man. Number 80, man, for the San Francisco 49ers, man. Who is this, man? Who is this guy, man? Man. Y'all football here, y'all already know who this is, man. This thing clean, too, but I'm talking about these jerseys be clean, but I'm talking about they fresher than the jerseys that came out the store. I promise you that. But look, man. Who jersey this is, y'all know, man. But if y'all don't know, this that guy, man. Jerry Rice, man. Jerry Rice. All-state everything. San Francisco 49ers. Jerry Rice. I had an episode, you know what I'm saying? Last episode about the Bay Classics. Pulled out that Spreewell Golden State jersey. Golden State Warriors. And that Deion Sanders San Francisco Baseball Giants jersey. San Francisco Giants. This San Francisco 49ers. I could have added this to that episode and pulled out, you know, for the Bay. Because that was a basketball, the Trail Spreewell, Deion Sanders, baseball, and this could have been the football. But I was like, man, I'm going to hold it for next week, man. I'm going to hold it for next week. And here it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Yep, that was episode 85. I pulled them, the Latrell Sprewell and the Deion Sanders San Francisco Giant and the Golden State Warrior Latrell Sprewell. Here we go, man. Episode 86. Got another Bay jersey. San Francisco 49ers. Jerry Rice. Yeah, man. Jerry Rice, man. What y'all know about Jerry Rice, man? $20, $50, $100K. Okay, anyway. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, y'all. Alright, y'all, look. Here we go. All-state everything Jerry Rice jersey, man. You know what the vibe. You know what's going on. Dude from Crawford, Mississippi, man. Crawford, Mississippi, man. And I think he wasn't like all the way from Crawford, Mississippi. He was like on the outskirts of Crawford, Mississippi. And that's crazy because Crawford, Mississippi was like a rundown, bad place, poverty, trailer parks, a lot of broken down car, grassy field that been uncut. And he was on the outskirts of that. So that let you know like what type of environment he was coming from. You know what I'm saying? His dad was a bricklayer. And, you know, I talked about this before because I pulled out Jerry Rice high school football jersey. And don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I got a college jersey too, y'all. Y'all stay tuned for that. I'm going to pull out Jerry Rice college jersey. You don't know when. You don't know what episode, but it's coming. Trust me, it's coming, man. But like I said, he from Jackson. He from Crawford, Mississippi. And yeah, man, like I said, his dad was a bricklayer. And, you know, he used to bricklay with his dad. But at the same time, as he grew up, he like, that ain't the life he wanted to do. So he, you know, went to school, played his butt off, got his grades up, went to college, and he left college, you know what I'm saying, ended up getting drafted to the 49ers in 1985. And you know the crazy thing about Jerry Rice, in a lot of people's eyes, he considered the GOAT, right? My favorite football player of all time is, well, it's two of them. Well, I don't know, man. You got Barry Sanders, Randy Moss. I got GOATs in different positions. Randy Moss is my favorite all-time wide receiver. Barry Sanders is my GOAT for running back. Tom Brady my GOAT for quarterback, right? But a lot of people consider Jerry Rice the GOAT. And I could very well consider him the GOAT too, man. He wasn't the fastest, but he was the most determined. He put up some crazy numbers. The numbers was crazy. First of all, let's break down his 49ers numbers. Just in San Francisco history, 49ers hit numbers. Receptions, he had 1,281 receptions. Receiving yards, 19,247 receiving yards, man. Receiving average, 15 yards per catch. Receiving touchdowns, 187 receiving touchdowns. Rushing attempts, 625 rushing attempts. Rushing yards, 7.4 yards per carry. Rushing touchdown, 10 rushing touchdowns. Total touchdown, 197 total touchdown. 187 receiving, plus 10 yards rushing. Plus 10 rushing. My bad. And season by season, highlight, it get ridiculous, man. Like, it get ridiculous. You got 1985, 49 receptions, 927 yards, 3 touchdowns, 26 rushing yards. 1986, 86 receptions, 1,570 yards, 15 touchdowns, 72 rushing yards. 1987, 65 receptions, 1,078 yards, 22 touchdowns, 51 rushing yards. 1988, 64 receptions, 1,306 yards, 9 touchdowns, 107 rushing yards. 1990, 100 receptions, 1,502 yards, 13 touchdowns. The receptions leader in the NFL. In 1993, 98 reception yards, 1,503 yards total. 15 touchdowns and NFL reception leader. 1995, 122 reception yards. 122 reception, 1,848 yards, 15 touchdowns, and was the NFL receiving leader. He got 3 Super Bowl champions, 3 Super Bowl championship rings. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl MVP, 2 NFL Offensive Player of the Year, 1987, 1993, 10-time first team All-Pro, 13-time Pro Bowl selection, NFL reception leader, 1990 and 1996. The dude don't put in work. NFL receiving yards leader, 1986, 1989, 1990, 1993, and 1995. That's crazy. Rice 49ers tenure is defined by record-breaking receiving totals, elite consistency, and a Hall of Fame legacy that remains unmatched in NFL history. Man, like so many numbers, man, to throw you off. There are cases why Jerry Rice could be considered the GOAT, man. My favorite player of all time as wide receiver is Randy Moss. But Jerry Rice is like, he's that guy though, man. So yeah, man, Jerry Rice. But you know, crazy though, all that happened. Jerry Rice considered the GOAT. He had these numbers I just brought up. A lot of people don't know when Jerry Rice first started in the NFL, they were constantly throwing the ball to him, and he was constantly missing catches. He was known for like a certified butterfinger. He was missing so many catches. And you won't believe, like, did Jerry Rice missing catches like this? You would not believe it. But he was missing catches all the time. Then, like, you know, he went back, did a lot more practicing. He became this GOAT, man. Like, Jerry Rice was so undeniable, man. And Jerry Rice was one of them players that he never liked to joke around. Deion Sanders went to the 49ers with Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice was already there, but Deion came there. And, you know, 95, you know, that was around the Must Be the Money days and the videos he came up with. The flashy Deion Sanders prime time, Neon Deion. And they clashed a lot because Deion was like the jokester. He was the jokester all the time. He was always joking. Always joking. And then, not always joking, he was serious too at times. But at the same time, Jerry Rice was the like dude that was always serious. And Deion was joking. And then, you know, Deion did the Must Be the Money video. And he had that going on. And then Jerry Rice found out about it. And then he did the Must Be the Money video during the time of the Super Bowl. So Jerry Rice, you know, closed the door and they finally had a talk. Like, hey, you know, did the Super Bowl, man, you might want to take this serious. And Deion was on the tip like, man, you know we're going to beat the Chargers, man, in the Super Bowl. Quit being so serious. And they bumped head. But they end up coming to agreement. And, you know, they end up getting along for the Super Bowl and winning that thing. Like Deion said they would. So, there was a lot of clashing and you know, and bumping heads. But they prevailed to get along. And you know, to this day, they friends now. You know, so I thought that was dope how everything worked out. But Jerry Rice, he always took stuff serious, man. I know he used to do like this legendary 2.5-mile run up a hill. And T.O., that was in great shape. T.O. said, this ain't nothing. I can do this. I'm finna show Jerry Rice this ain't nothing. T.O. said halfway, much as in shape he was in, he said he couldn't hang, man. Dude was like, man, he said halfway through the run, I was tired, my leg was hurting, my back was finna give out. He said, he don't say how Jerry Rice do that. And Jerry Rice did it with ease. He said your average person in shape couldn't do that 2.5-mile run up that hill. It's like if you're doing 2.5 miles on flat surface, you're going to get tired. But imagine doing 2.5 miles up a hill the whole time. And, you know, the average player couldn't hang with that. Jerry Rice, he could do it, though. Like, Jerry Rice was different, man. I'm telling y'all, man. But shout out to Jerry Rice. And, you know we got to show the jersey again, man. Got to show the jersey again. Yeah, man. Jerry Rice, man. All still everything, man. What y'all know about Jerry Rice, man? Considered the GOAT, man. This is a GOAT jersey right here, though, dude. It's Jerry Rice, man. It's not no game right here, man. This is Jerry Rice. Stop playing with your butt, man. Jerry Rice. Yeah. Shout out to Jerry Rice, man. You know it. The Jerry Rice all stick everything. San Francisco 49er jersey. Act like you know, man. I had to say it, break it down real slow like that. But those don't realize who jersey this is beside me, man. The Jerry Rice, man. All stick everything. San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco 49ers jersey, man. Come on, man. And I'm proud to say I got this jersey. Like all my other jerseys too. But man, I just love the pull-out game. I love getting y'all on game to these different players, these different jerseys. Let y'all know what's going on. Of course, y'all know, man, Jerry Rice is like considered like the wide receiving GOAT. So, I'm on episode 86, man, and I'm like, why? I can't believe it took this long to pull out a Jerry Rice 49er jersey. But that let you know so many jerseys been on the channel, man, been on the podcast, man. So, I just not too long ago pulled out Charles Barkley, one of his jerseys for the first time. You know what I'm saying? I pulled out his Phoenix Suns jersey. But I got his high school jersey, his college jersey, Dream Team. Like, I ain't pulled a lot of those out yet. So, and I'm just now getting to, like, the Charles Barkley. I pulled out Jerry Rice before, his high school football jersey. I got pull out his college jersey too, man. So, y'all stay tuned for all that, man. Stay tuned. It's coming. But, Jerry Rice is known as one of the GOATs of football. And it took me this long to pull out his jersey. But like I said, man, y'all just bear with your boy. So many jerseys that, that I got to pull out, man, that I supposed to be pulled out, even now. So, it's just one of them things, man. But, it's coming. A lot of more jerseys. Stay tuned. Like I said, the Jerry Rice, all stick, everything, They got, another thing, too, man. When Jerry Rice was, like, at the back end of his career, that's when T.O. was just starting his career. And I pulled out T.O. all stick, everything, rookie, San Francisco 49er T.O. jersey. That was early on, too. And, it's crazy that when Jerry Rice, he getting ready to play his last game, because, Bill Walsh was finna ship him out, to leave San Francisco. And he put all that time in. And, T.O. was the vocal point. He was like the new receiver for the 49ers. And the last game that Jerry Rice played is supposed to be a memorable game, like when Kobe dropped his 60 points for the Lakers, right? But the thing was, they had so much coverage on Jerry Rice because they know what the 49ers were trying to do. They're trying to make Jerry Rice go out on a good note. But, as a competitor, the other team didn't want that. So they double covered Jerry Rice. And by them double covered Jerry Rice, T.O. got all the catches. T.O. ended up having, setting the record for, the most catches in NFL history for one game or something like that. And Jerry Rice was on the sideline saying, what's going on? This is supposed to be my day, not nobody else's. T.O. get all the catches. This is supposed to be my game, my day. This Jerry Rice day. What the hell? Did Jerry Rice end up catching another pass or something like that? But the coach couldn't say nothing because what can he do? The opposing team was double coveraging Jerry Rice. So they could go out there and say, y'all quit covering Jerry Rice so he can get his good game. It was just one of them things, man. And Jerry Rice looked back on it. He knew that. It wasn't San Francisco's fault. They could have did more plays to get him open. But it just didn't work like that, man. But at the end of the day, that last game really didn't matter. Everybody knew what you meant, and to this day, they knew what you still mean to the 49er organization. So that one game ain't going to just, make or break your career. You solidified, man. You consider to this day, an NFL GOAT. So, I'm just saying, man, it still didn't matter. You still consider one of the greatest or the greatest to ever do it. So, yeah, man. So, Jerry Rice, man, you ain't never be forgotten, man. Eric Davis, y'all ain't gonna never be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still living y'all life and everything. But for y'all career, y'all never gonna be forgotten, man. So, I just want to, put that out there that it really didn't matter what you did on that last game, man. It didn't matter what Kobe Bryant did on his last game. Kobe Bryant, Jerry Rice, y'all last game. It's good if y'all did do good on the last game and get solidified for the last game. But at the end of the day, man, come on, man. You Jerry Rice, man. You Kobe Bryant. Ain't nobody gonna forget y'all, man. Come on, man. But did Jerry Rice all still everything San Francisco 49er jersey? Y'all hold that thing down. I had to speak on one of the GOATs of football, man. For real, man. This Jerry Rice, man. Stop playing with this guy, man. All still everything Jerry Rice, San Francisco 49ers. And I'm up out of here, man. Like a bad light bulb. Y'all hold it down.
My brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine or Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What's going on? What it do, y'all? This your boy here checking back on in. Segment 3 to the Pullout Game Podcast, man. Episode 86. Look, man. Before I get up out of here, man, I want to give a big shout out to the New York Knicks, man. I want to give a big shout out to the New York Knicks fan base. And really, I want to give a shout out to all them, man, like the fan base and everything, because the simple fact of this, man, they won the championship and they did their thing. But while they wasn't winning, Spike Lee and all them boys, man, they was in them seats, in the stands, in them arenas, Madison Square Garden, sometimes go on the road and watch the Knicks play on the road. They always was down for them boys, win or lose. And they had a lot of losing seasons. And the New York Knicks fans stayed down with them boys, man. Like, they stayed down with the fan base was just there. Win, lose, sink or swim, they was there. You know what I'm saying? Rain or sunny days, they was there. So, by them winning, it hold a lot of credibility to the fan base too, man. Like, them boys were there. They deserved it, man. They deserved that win. They deserved it, man. The city deserved it. The state deserved it. I mean, they was always there, man. Like, you got to give it to them, man. Spike Lee was there taking heat from Reggie Miller, Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and talking stuff. Spike Lee was taking it all, man. Win, lose, or draw, he was there in the stand. And he was there just like a lot of other fans was there. So, shout out to the New York Knicks, man, for prevailing and Brunson and, you know, Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Townsend and, you know what I'm saying, Mikal Bridges and, I mean, Josh Hart, man, all them boys, man. Mitchell Robinson, the whole squad, man. Landry Shamet, I mean, the whole squad, man. Like, Miles Bridges. Man, shout out to all y'all, man. Y'all did y'all thing, man, for real. So, you know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson won that MVP, the finals MVP, that is. Well deserved. Boy, did they thing, man. Like I said, the whole state deserved that, man. Cause when them boys, they won a few fan bases, when they not doing good, the fan base is still right there, like they winning. Still there. So when they win, they deserve it. Like, for real, man. So shout out to them boys, man. It been so many years, man, since they won. What it was, 53 years, man. They deserve it, man. Last time they won, Walt Frazier was on the squad, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Willis Reed and them boys, man. But look, man, I got to do me like a New York Knicks episode, man. And the jerseys I pull out, some y'all know, and some y'all gonna know, but y'all didn't know that they was on the team like that. It gonna be crazy, man. So I might do like a part 1 and part 2, man, cause I don't know, man, but it's coming real soon. It's coming, man. It's a reason I haven't did it yet, but I'm gonna tell why and all that too. Gonna break it down. But when I do the New York Knicks episodes, y'all get ready. If y'all a New York Knicks fan or not, I'm still finna knock y'all off y'all seats, man. Knock y'all out y'all seats. So y'all stay tuned for that. That's coming soon. Y'all know I'm a man of my word. Especially when it comes to the Pullout Game Podcast, man. I got y'all, man. Y'all my people. I ain't gonna let y'all down. So y'all stay tuned for that. But speaking of New York, you know, we're not doing the New York Knicks episodes yet. But speaking of New York, I got the jersey I'm finna pull out. And it's very rare. It's a rare jersey. It's a New York jersey. I know you probably think, what is it, Brooklyn Nets or what, New York Knicks? What? Not quite. But this jersey is very rare in the sports world. Rare memorabilia that you probably gonna see on the Pullout Game Podcast and only here. But the jersey I'm finna pull out, I ain't finna tease y'all no more, man. Let's get right to it. Let's get to it. Who jersey is this? It's an NBA jersey. NBA. But who jersey this, man? And if y'all can't read that, they say N-A-T-S. Nets. The Nets. Y'all don't know who this is still? Y'all see the NBA logo right there. It's real NBA, but who is this though, man? This is a jersey that somebody wore to pay homage to this team. And you know what? I'm finna show y'all the others. Right here, man. The other patch. Y'all see that? Syracuse Nationals. Yep, this is Syracuse Nationals jersey. But who jersey is this? I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all ready? There's no other than this guy right here, man. Allen Iverson, man. Allen Iverson. I know y'all probably thinking like, how did he wear a Syracuse Nationals jersey? Like, how do you do this? New York. Syracuse is in New York. Syracuse is in New York. But y'all probably like, how the hell Iverson wore that? I'm gonna break it down, man. Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. Yep. Allen Iverson. He rocked the Syracuse Nationals jersey. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing though, man. Iverson never officially played for the Syracuse National when the Syracuse National was an official NBA team. This is what happened, man. Syracuse National is kind of tied to Philadelphia 76ers because when the Syracuse National disenfranchised their team and end up selling their team, they sold it to somebody and they kept the same organization, but they changed the name and they moved it to Philadelphia. Just like how, you know, Seattle Sonic left and they sold the team and the person they kept the same organization, but they changed it and moved it to Oklahoma City. The same way what happened with this squad. You know, the team got disenfranchised and they sold the team. They kept the same, you know, elements of the team and organization, but they moved it and changed the name Philadelphia 76ers. So really, you know, the Syracuse Nationals is an ongoing thing after they, you know, got disenfranchised. You know, they kept the same organization and moved it to Philadelphia. So they're really like the same, you know, and bodies of work. But anyway, Allen Iverson paying homage to the Syracuse Nationals. They won a championship in 1954 and 1955. And Iverson wore this jersey in 2005. He wore the first time January 3rd, 2005. And he won the second time. He wore the second time March 8th, 2005. Them the only time he ever wore this jersey, man. So this a rare jersey. He never wore this jersey again. Them 2 times he wore it. So I'm just saying, man, pulling out some rare air right here, man. Like I said, Syracuse Nationals sold their team and it became the Philadelphia 76ers. So the Philadelphia 76ers became an extension of what the Syracuse National was. Like a spin-off TV show. So yeah, man, this Iverson all-stick everything Syracuse National jersey, man. Y'all look it up. He only wore this jersey twice in his career. You know, and he didn't play for the actual Syracuse Nationals, but that's who the Philadelphia 76ers was before they became the Philadelphia 76ers. With the Syracuse National. They were Syracuse National first. Then they sold the team. This, you know, the same organization bought it and they moved to Philadelphia. So they really like the same type of team. That's why when Iverson was with the Philadelphia 76ers, they end up wearing the Syracuse National jersey. Because they, you know, just like Oklahoma City might have wore a Seattle Sonic jersey before. You know, to pay homage to the whole. They still the same bodies or organization, you know. Well, I don't know, man. Y'all know y'all sport. Y'all know what time it is with it. But yeah, this Syracuse National Iverson jersey, man. They played and you know, I think they won both games. I want to say, they played the Golden State I think they played the Golden State Warriors. Yep, in one of them games, beat them by 8 points. So yeah, man. You know, a lot of teams they leave a city and then they'll move to another city or another state. You know what I'm saying? They'll you know get bought off and they'll move and leave. So that's one of the cases going on here, man. But this Iverson, this is a rare Iverson jersey. This is a rare. I guess you can say Philadelphia 76ers jersey. That was the Syracuse Nationals jersey back then. Rare air, man. And no, Pawn Stars, you cannot get this jersey. Fall back. You can't get it. Not at all. But yeah, man, I'm gonna show the jersey again. I just wanna give y'all a little bonus jersey real quick. You know what I'm saying? Show y'all what the jersey collection talking about, what it working with. You know what I'm saying? But look, but yeah, let me show y'all again. Second time around. Yeah, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. This jersey is so legendary, man. You know what I'm saying? Mitchell and this too, man. Hardwood Classic, man. It's not a game, man. It's not a game. Mitchell and this. Yeah, man. But that Syracuse National patch is not a game either, man. This real deal jersey right there, man. Look at that, man. NBA logo. Real deal, man. Come on, man. This the Iverson joint, man. He only wore this jersey twice in his life. Well, on the actual basketball court. He might have wore it at home, I don't know. But playing in the actual game, he only wore this jersey twice ever in life. 2 times. January 3rd, 2 days before my birthday. And then he wore it second time, March 8th. Both times, 2005. That was it. At 2005, he wore the jersey no more. I don't think nobody wore the jersey again for Philadelphia. But yeah, man. All still everything, man. Syracuse National, man. We just got talking about the New York Knicks. Then we brought it to another New York squad, man. They won the championship in 1954, 1955. You know, well, it's just one season. You know, NBA season consists of like 2 years. It start halfway in 1 year and end the next year. So 94, 95, that year, that 1955 season, they won. Yeah, man. All still everything. Allen Iverson, man. Syracuse National jersey. You know how rare this jersey is, dude? Come on, man. Rare as hell, man. Rare air, man. Had to pull this jersey out, man. Stop playing with this guy, man. Iverson, man. Look at that 3 of them. Y'all go look it up. He actually played in this jersey, man. Go YouTube. Check the highlight, man. Allen Iverson playing in the Syracuse Nationals jersey, man. The Nets. Anytime you see Nets, N-A-T-S, it mostly stand for Nationals. 9 times out of 10, man. You know what I'm saying? The Washington Nationals and all that. You know how. You know what's going on, man. But yeah. This is it. Iverson, man. Yeah, man. This Iverson all still everything. Syracuse Nationals jersey. Like I said, if y'all been following the channel, I done said it before. Y'all know Kevin Durant, my favorite player of all time. But before Kevin Durant came along, this guy was my favorite basketball player. Allen Iverson. He's still one of my favorites, man. Like the jersey collection crazy. I got a mean Iverson collection, as y'all can see. There's some more gonna trip y'all out too. I had some more jerseys I was gonna pull out today, but I'm gonna just hold on, man. Y'all just sit tight, man. With the jersey collection, when it comes to baseball, basketball, and football, your boy is unmatched. I'm unmatched, man. But I ain't gonna even say that no more, man. I'm just gonna let the episodes, the channel speak for itself, man. But look, I had to pull out that Allen Iverson all-stick everything, man. It ain't really much to say on it. He only wore it twice. He had some good games in it. Represented, did his thing. Y'all go to YouTube, watch the highlight after this video go off, and see that he was not playing in this jersey. Well, he played in the jersey, but he wasn't no joke in the jersey, what I'm saying. But yeah, this Allen Iverson, man, All-State everything, Syracuse National jersey, man. I don't pull out some legendary Allen Iverson jerseys. Man, I even pulled out. I don't think I pulled out Allen Iverson middle school basketball jersey yet. I ain't even pulled that out yet. I said it right. Y'all heard right, man. Get the wax out your ear. Y'all heard right. I got Allen Iverson middle school basketball jersey. His AAU middle school basketball jersey. That's crazy. I mean, y'all don't call my bluff. I don't pull out some middle school jerseys before. Like, I don't pull out Steve Young middle school basketball jersey. Yeah, the football player Steve Young put out his middle school basketball jersey. I don't put out Kobe Bryant middle school basketball jersey. Kevin Durant middle school basketball jersey. Steph Curry middle school basketball jersey. Y'all stop playing. I go all the way back to middle school on y'all, man. And you know, of course, the high school, college, pro, all-star, overseas, Rucker Park League type jersey. All those, man, like different jerseys, but you just never know, man. You just never know. But yeah, man, I had to pull out the Iverson jersey, man. I've been a fan of Iverson ever since Georgetown. He came in the league. You know, had people with the crazy crossovers and yeah, man. So, and I pulled out some legendary Iverson jerseys here, man. Y'all stay tuned. A lot of more Iverson too. Y'all Iverson fans, y'all in for treats. I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just stay tuned, man. But like I said, shout out to Jerry Rice. Shout out to Eric Davis. And of course, this Allen Iverson too, man. Like, all three of them appreciate it, man. Like, legends in the game, certified, dog. Eric Davis didn't make the Hall of Fame, but he's still Hall of Fame worthy in my book. Every day, all day, man. Shout out to Eric Davis, man, for real. But, yeah, man, this Allen Iverson, man, I had to pull this out, man. A lot of people didn't even know he wore this jersey. It's rare air, like I said. It's something different. Got to go way, way back in the archive to pull his highlights out on this jersey, man. But yeah, it's here on the pull-out game. You just never know what I'm gonna pull out, man. These real deal jerseys, man. For real. I had to let my people on to this, man. I had to let my people see what's going on in the collection, man. On the podcast. Y'all already know. But yeah, man, this Iverson, man, I'm gonna keep y'all on, man. You know, being here, represent. Like I said, I wasn't gonna pull out two jerseys, but this a bonus jersey. I just wanted to just shoot y'all with real quick. And I hope it was well worth it. But yeah, man, this Allen Iverson, All-State everything, Syracuse National jersey that later became the Philadelphia 76ers organization. So, yeah, man. Live in the flesh, live and direct. Allen Iverson, Syracuse National jersey. And I'm up out of here, man. Y'all hold that thing down like I expect y'all to. I'm out of here. Sure.
Drinking angry, the same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.